home. I hadn't gotten a teaching job yet. School had started, but I hadn't gotten a job. I didn't get a job until October. So actually I was sitting at home taking care of my grandmother because she was ill, and we ended up, sitting there for 12, 15 hours just watching the news. So that's where I was during 9/11. Just watched the whole thing at home.
I was in Miss Barbara's third grade classroom at Holy Cross Elementary School in Albany, New York. As the event occurred, our principal, Sister Mary Ellen Owens, came in the room and alerted us to an attack that had occurred in New York City. Because we were so close to New York City, the school was locked down, and we put the incident on television. After the second plane hit, Miss Barbara turned off the television. She had been teaching for 42 years and thought it was important that she talk to us about the event more than us listening to the news. I've always appreciated the maturity she showed in what was an incredibly stressful situation to give us a fair and balanced analysis almost of what had occurred.
I know, just upset and shocked, and I know my grandmother, my grandparents, my grandpa had been in the Air Force his whole life, and my grandma kept saying, I'm so glad he's gone, I'm so glad he didn't live through this, because how upset he would have been. So I was mostly trying to kind of keep her calm, because she was really hurting after 9/11. Watching it on TV kind of, depressed her.
If we're going to teach new generations about what occurred on September 11, 2001, we have to do it with facts and not emotion. We have to make sure that we stay balanced in our approach and make sure not to also stereotype individuals, particularly from the Middle East, that may have been in many ways victimized by anti-Islamic sentiment after the fact. Having lived through the post-9/11 era and been, 10 years old when the Iraq War started, there's been a lot of bias that's been applied to those individuals that is both unfair and racially based. We need to avoid allowing that to infect our commentary, especially me as a white individual when we approach this situation.